Let's ride!
Hello and welcome out to this week's episode of the Gamers Council podcast. Yes, it is my fault. We are running a little late tonight, and that is because something wired wrong. Whoops. TTS isn't working right now because I got some cord. We were testing it earlier, and it was like I pulled it up. I was like, "Hey, this is probably supposed to be plugged in," and that wasn't. And can't chase it down. I'll work on it. We will get it going this week, but. Thank goodness we have the legendary, that's right, I said it, HARGEET CHANI. HARGEET, welcome, sir.
Yeah, I don't know about legendary. I'm a nobody. But anyway, good stuff. I've been finishing games, finally playing some games.
Nice.
Finally back from all the trips and everything. So, I've been finishing up some smaller games. I finished up my Lego Batman. That was great. And then and finished up some other smaller games that I'd bought that I hadn't had a chance to actually play and finish. So I finally did that. And I was trying, was it Volcano something that's leaving Game Pass? Volcano Girl, something like, I don't know, whatever, something like that. Like, okay, I don't know. It just seems like, I don't know if you played that. I think you played that one because I think it showed you had played it, but it seems like it's a repetitive thing, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. I know that when I play Volcano Girl, I like to watch her erupt, but look what FARK you said. You see on the screen?
Yeah. Sure, FARK QUE. I don't know about that, but anyway. You are dust. I just started today. I started Dragon Age, so
nice.
I haven't played that one yet, so I'm like, oh yeah, let's play that. Let's see what's like. I should probably play all the games that are about to like go away because some studios are going away. I don't know. We'll see.
They may be. That's the rumor. That's for sure. But we'll see. Time will tell. I mean, you want things to work out to where Microsoft is going to be around for a while. Xbox is going to be around for a long time to come, and sometimes the hard choices have to be made, but they all haven't been made yet, or at least not been made clear to us yet. A lot of people out there speculating, some rumors, and we're going to play the infamous clip tonight. We'll get into that, which I'm probably about every show you've been on, HARGEET. I know you've touched base on it at least once of the Greg Miller. We'll just call it the meltdown. That's on the thumbnail. Let the meltdowns begin. It's the title of today's show. But I mean, and people have their opinions and stuff like that, but some of this may be a little disingenuous, HARGEET. I'm thinking that some of it may be just a little bit, I don't know, placating to their hardcore pony audience. Maybe just a little, maybe. I don't know. But we'll see. There's a lot of things to it. And a lot of it's kind of hypocritical because, it's not like Sony's in a really great shape either. So, yeah. And Mavs insider. Well, that's I don't have an insider email to go over. And
I highlighted it.
And what did you highlight? Let's see. What? What's up with the bisexual life? Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Behind you,
Well,
buddy.
I exactly. So that's actually our tribute to Fonz. We have that background. Hey, he started it. I'm just kidding. Does that upset you? I mean, that's actually was from the game something showcase or something. Gamescom like 2 years ago. That was what that was from. Was this one better? Do you like that one? I got that background we could use. We could use this one. Here's the one. My favorite one that seems to people have that have some kind of I don't know, some aversion to yeah, this seems to affect people a lot of ways, that they seem to think it's a little too much, a little too crazy. The slow parts look good, but I think it looks awesome. We'll see. I get Hargeet, would you like me to make it simpler? Maybe like
I don't think that's the lighting he's talking about. I think it's the lighting behind you.
Oh, behind me.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. All right, here we go. Ready? Let's see. I have to mute my mic here because I have to yell at to hang on. It didn't change. Hang on. I'll do it manually.
Still didn't change.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
All right. We're doing this. It's all right. We'll fix this one way or the other.
All right. While you're doing that, I'm gonna go through these. BT Maverick, member for 17 months. Hey, BT. And then we got WebDave, gifts 5 WebDave memberships.
I did.
And then our buddy FARK QUE, gifts
FARK QUE. Thank you for the memberships.
Pickles, member for 3 months.
Thanks, Pickles. Fonz, is that better? Is that better? Is the background better? Is that better? Fonz?
There we go. Green. There you go.
Like that? There you go. I got, like I said, whatever color. I just, it was just a nice blue color, but apparently that triggers Fonz. So, I don't want to. Fonz, I'm just playing with you, man. Love you, bro. Love you. Just kidding. All right. So we'll go back to this background. Let's say, hopefully that doesn't bother me either. Is that bad still, Fonz? Let me know. If it is, I'll switch it. I like the green. I like the green too. I do too. Yeah. Yep.
There you go.
All right. So I like my movie posters too. Anyway, today is Father's Day. So big shout out to everybody who has a father. Most of us have one. Is a father. Yeah. Or is a father figure to someone. Or stepfather and that kind of such, grandfather.
Happy Father's Day.
Father-in-laws. Yes. Happy Father's Day to everyone. So one of the reasons why I said we don't have any other guests tonight is reached out to a lot of people. You'd had 2 people locked in, and then when I reminded them that it was Father's Day and I appreciate them being on, they were like, "Oh shit, it's Father's Day. I can't be there." So, and it happens. Not a big deal. I never hold it against anybody. Family first, family always, and that's just the way it is. So we're good. But what we're going to do is we got some topics that me and Hargeet are going to go back and forth on a little bit. And if anybody wants to join us, that's normally an audience member that can. And then a little later in the show, we're going to go to questions in the chat. And you don't have to do super chats for those. We're just going to kind of pull those up, talk back and forth on it, and go from there. So Hargeet, what would you like to start the show off first? Because there was a lot of topics that we could talk about.
Well, let's see. Let's go with the GTA one. Let's just get that kerfuffle out of the way.
All right, that one, and that's easy because and thanks to Mr. Boomstick XL for putting together this post. He's got the show coming up. He does a fantastic show, which we're both been on before. You're actually currently on a show every Wednesday with him, which is amazing.
Yes.
You and Kay Asante are absolutely. I do not ever miss that, ever. Try and watch it live if I can. All right, so let's present this tab here. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. Don't want anybody to guess. I want to hit this one. There we go. Screen share. And boom shakalaka. And add to screen. which I'm going to take this background off real quick because it's going to mess it all up if I don't. Background to D-Swan. There we go. And now screen share. Oh, go ahead and read the comments there.
This is good. Surf Slut. I saw a pony post. Make sure you wish your daddy Phil a happy Father's Day. Or did you side with Asha during the divorce? Well, I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty funny.
That is funny. That is funny. That is funny. Well, you know, yeah. All right. Let's see. Oh, yes, Fonz. Yes, Fonz. I definitely saw that. I knew exactly what you were talking about. Sorry, I was just playing back with you. Yeah. I figure everybody who hates the color. Thanks. Yeah, exactly. You can actually reread, pull those up if you want to. There's one before that too, if you want. There you go. You can read that. I'll let you.
Yeah, Fonz. Dave, it's a joke from Twitter with people calling GTA woke because of the box art having bisexual colors. It's stupid. I love the color purple. Fuck everyone who hates on games for colors within.
There you go. Exactly. Fonz, I agree with you 1000%. Because basically, that's supposed to be represent like Miami, and it's from the old day, from the 80s with Miami Vice. That was the colors for Miami Vice, and that's why they went with it. But you know, it's, I guess, if that's 40 years ago for some of us. Woo. Some of us watched it live when it actually aired. But you know, so you know, we get that. Yeah. Anyway, I wanted one of those cars. That was so nice. Okay. There's another super chat, I think.
Hang on. Let me get the super chat. There we go. Steady Stevo. How's it going, buddy? $5. Going to be honest, if studio closures get Xbox, who has become studio bloated in the green? I would rather the ones mentioned be the ones.
Yeah, I get it.
We'll see.
Yeah. There may not be closures. It could be sell-offs. It could be mergers. It could be putting things together. I don't know. Go ahead.
Random commentator, $2. Xbox took away PS allowance. Bad kids get punished. Ooh.
That's very true. Very, very true. Yeah, painfully true. Welcome out to the over 150 people watching us live right now. Thank you so much for joining us here on this Sunday, Father's Day in the U.S. So thank you so much for being here. I got a runny nose going. All right, so Hargeet, let's Mr. Boomstick was nice enough to let me share this post, and let's kind of read the post, and then we'll take a look at this picture a little closer.
If this picture is real, I will not be surprised at all. Rockstar Games charging $80 for the standard edition of Grand Theft Auto 6 will now move the entire industry. $80 games. Thankfully, I'll be using my Microsoft rewards to pay for it. Yeah.
I can't make it much, and can't really make it any bigger, unfortunately, unless I download it. But can you read it okay, or can you at least see it, some of it?
Oh, as far as the different things, yeah. So it's 90 euros. But look, is 90, is that including that? I can't really tell if that's what that's saying. I don't know if like there's a way to make this bigger on my side. It says something in USD, right? Is that what that is translating to?
Yes.
Yeah, but is that true? 90 euro to USD. Euro.
Big B money.
Dollars.
Thank you for the sunshine, Joel.
That's $103 because the euro is stronger than the US dollar. So
wow.
So that's $103. So I don't know where that number came from because it doesn't look like 100 to me. So yeah, they're off. These numbers are off.
Okay. So going by the 90 euros, what would that translate to US?
$100.
Wow. Okay. So that's crazy. So the base could be $100. Wow.
Yeah. And again, though, you have to also take into account that most of the EU zone has VAT. So and it's usually like 20%, something ridiculous. So they have a tax embedded in the price. So so that could be inflated, right? So
right. True. Very true. What was that?
A lot of bisexual lighting.
All right.
From our friend Paris.
Well, Paris, I picked the lighting tonight. I thought, what would Paris like? What would Paris do? So that's That's my decision there. Is that better, Paris? How's that? Is that better? Background, we'll change it to that. Maybe I don't know. We'll slip on over to the Matrix. No, I love you, Paris. It was great seeing you again this year at the show, man. It was awesome. What an amazing gentleman. Yes. Hargeet.
But yeah, so I don't know. We can find out what that would be without that, and that's probably the more realistic price. But you know, yeah. So let me just do that one way. So yeah, it'd be like $75. It'd probably be still $70. I think it'd probably still be in the $70 range. So yeah, I don't know that we actually have any confirmation of what the prices are. What traditionally, if you buy a brand new game in Europe, is that not what the price is? It probably is 90 euros.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah,
This,
like you said,
is this in Germany or was this in?
I don't know. That was from Mr. Boomstick's post that he put up.
We don't know which country. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Unfortunately, it just says euros. So I thought euros was if it isn't in euros, I thought it was all the way across the board the same price, but I could be wrong. So
I don't think the VAT is general. I think it's based on each country.
Oh, okay.
So euro is the standard currency across most of the Eurozone, right? But yeah, the VATs are per country. So I don't know which country this is, right? But they generally run in that 20% range.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if this is just generally how much they pay for a $70 game. So I think it's still going to be $70. That'd be my guess. You know, we pay for taxes, but we pay it like, you know, it's calculated when you buy, right? So it's not the actual retail price that you see. So for them, the retail price is inclusive of their taxes. So, but yeah, whatever. So we'll find out. Not too many days away.
No. That's actually coming up pretty quick, I think. Let's see.
Thursday of this week, right?
Yeah. It was like another story that was. Oh yeah. So this was from the Black Viking. Let's share this one instead. And this is what he saw. Placeholder price on Loaded for the PC.
Yeah, and these are just placeholders. I like whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the actual price. And this, by the way, is somebody selling a key, right? So
I think it's a resale
you
key.
also have to. Oh yeah. This is not an official, because that's what Loaded is. It's a reseller, right? So it's other people who buy the keys and then sell it on their store. I don't think this is this is probably just somebody profiteering because they think they're going to get more money out of it for some reason. I have no idea why, but you know, whatever. I don't think that's the official price. I think it's still going to be $70. That'd be my guess.
Yep. There's a couple of chats if you wanted to pull some of those up. One from Illegal Dad. That's up with the price conversion.
Yeah, but this isn't euros, right? So the pound turns out to be just about the equivalent of their VAT, right? So the pound is more is also stronger than the dollar. And if you like do the comparison, it's usually like $1.30, something like that, right? So per pound. So if you just include their VAT, it kind of comes out a wash, and that's why they look the same. With the EU, if it was you know, if that was the way it was going to go, it would be more expensive. It's just you know, that's just the way it goes. So the EU, like the euro, is not as strong as the pound. That's why UK never adopted the euro. They wanted to keep their pound.
There you go. And shout out to Danny Passion official for using those the new jewels. Stay hydrated. That's what he says. And Hargeet is definitely is the man to stay hydrated. You would get the gallon of water ready to go, don't you?
Yes.
Heck yeah.
My water bottle.
Is that a new water bottle?
No, I've been using it for a while. I've had this for quite a while. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was one of the Xbox ones. Sorry.
Nope.
You did get yours though, right?
No, I didn't bother. I didn't care.
Well, there you go. Did you do the?
For those who don't know, at FanFest there was this line to get. Was it your gamer tag on a water bottle?
Yep.
The line ran for like on average an hour to 4 hours to get your bottle. It was ridiculous.
Crazy.
And I'm like,
Yep.
screw that. I have no interest in a water bottle because I wouldn't even be able to fit it. You know how packed my freaking bags were because I had to work the following week. So I had to have all my stuff for the following week. So I'm like, I am not bothering. I barely got all the stuff that they gave me. I had to give shit away. Like, there's no way. Like the cap, I'm like, what am I gonna do with the cap? Where is that gonna go? I might as well just give it away. The mug, they gave us a mug at Summer Game Fest. I don't think you
I didn't get
got
that.
the swag bag from Summer Game Fest, right? So the play days. So yeah, they gave us a mug, and I'm like, what am I gonna do this? Where am I putting this thing? So I gave it away.
Nice.
So I gave a couple of things away. The rest of it, I was able to just like totally stuff into my carry-on baggage somehow, and like to the brim, I was full with all the stuff already. So yeah, I'm not getting a freaking water bottle. No thanks.
Yeah, I would. But the funniest part, and I missed it. I was waiting around for this. Is that when you got yours finally done, they call out your gamer tag. They yell it out. You know, like WebDave, and oh, cool, you go and grab it. I would love to have been there when they yelled out FARK QUE.
Yep. Hopefully somebody videoed that.
Oh no, that'd be great.
Put it up.
Yes. Yeah, we need somebody going FARK QUE, FARK QUE, FARK QUE. Oh my God, that lady's cussing. Anyway, yeah. You know what? Let me grab mine real quick. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'll get mine. There's a couple other. You can make some more comments in the chat if you want to pull them up, read those real quick. I'll be right back.
Let's see. All right. Yeah, there we go. BT Maverick, he knows. 3-hour wait for those damn etched water bottles. Yeah, it took forever. What do we got here? My 4-hour water bottle is still in its box. There you go. So somebody did actually call up FARK QUE because he got his. Let's see. Christine was just responding to music. Let's see what else we got. I literally hate how the gaming industry is trying to talk its price hike into existence. Yes. Base GTA 6 will be $100 Canadian, but isn't that normal? Like, isn't that like the normal price for $70 games over there? Like, what is the normal price? Let's see. We got some games are $94 before tax in Canada.
Ooh.
Okay. So I think that's just normal because like the Canadian dollar is lower than the US dollar, right? So
right.
If people are willing to pay $70 for GTA 6, does an extra 5 to 10 going to stop them from buying it? Probably not. Like,
good point.
We're probably in a world where people will just do that. So 89 to 99 for base. Yeah, I think is that for Canadian? I assume that's right. Yeah, there you go. You didn't get yours with the WebDave on it. Or you did?
Of course.
Yay!
Yeah. Yep. Pretty cool little mug. Has a little strap and everything.
Here's what I would like to do because I did this experiment with C Money.
Oh yes, do it.
There's the assumption that everybody's gonna just like stop their entire life, and the millisecond that GTA is out, that's all they're gonna do for the rest of the freaking year is play GTA. I'm curious how many people are actually going to buy and play GTA on day one. How many people are going to wait for a different port or for a sale, or how many just don't give a damn whatsoever and will not play GTA?
You put that as a poll.
The poll results were rather stunning when we did this on C Money's chat. So let's just throw that poll up there and see what people actually come back with.
Let's see. So what's just buying
do we get any? No, we did not. All right. So let's see if I can get something else. Though the new Star Wars Zero Company game is $90 for the deluxe version, so it depends on the game itself. Okay. Waiting for sale. Day one, baby.
Let's see here. Okay.
GTA 6 is basically a Vice City remake. It's probably true.
Yep, that's for her. Let's see, day one.
I'll wait until it's free on Prime or Epic, or maybe if it comes to PC on Game Pass. Wow, there you go.
another option. And
sales.
Okay.
So you're putting out the poll. It'd be hilarious to see just how much people actually care about this game. It is rather amusing. The assumption that everybody's just going to buy it.
All right, one more option.
When it comes to GTA, I don't care. Vice City is GTA 6. Yeah. No interest in GTA at all. See what I mean?
Yeah,
there are people who don't care. I ain't touching that game at 80 or 90. If Game Pass is still a thing, I'll wait for it there. Other than that, not interested. Wow. If it costs more than 70, I'll buy it on sale, but on PC. Wow.
All right, the poll is now up. Official Hargeet poll. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
So this is on YouTube. So if you're watching us on YouTube, please jump over and take the poll, and we'll give it a little bit to get some answers in and see what
Holy crap
happens.
Oh my goodness! And this is the result that I was seeing before. Current winner. I don't care.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. So when we did this on C Money's thing, it was 50-50. We only had two options. Day one or don't care. And it was 50-50.
Well, we got three options on this one. I wanted to make it.
So we got multiple options on this one. And right now the winner is don't care.
Yeah. So the options are the question is buying GTA 6 day one. I'll wait for PC. I'll wait for a sale, or I don't care. There you go. There you go.
So there you go. Right. So it's rather amusing how many people just think like, everything in the gaming world is just going to stop and it's all about GTA. And no, that's not the case. Just raw data. That is not the case. It is absolutely still a lot of people are not going to be playing GTA. So that's rather amusing.
Yeah, for sure.
I myself am in that camp of like, do I just wait for the PC release? I'm still torn. I don't know. It'll probably be like a last minute, thing of like, do I bother buying it now or do I just wait? Because I really don't care. I'm not a FOMO person, so I can absolutely wait. We'll see what this thing runs like on a Series X. It'll probably be 30 frames, and I'm like, do I want to do 30 frames? I might just wait.
There you go. There you go. Well, the poll's still open. We're going to leave it up for a little while. See if we can get some more interest. We got 234 people watching us live on X and on YouTube. Thank you all so much for being here. We greatly appreciate it. Yeah, there's over 220 people watching us live on YouTube. So if you want to jump on that, the poll, it's up there right now. So if you get a chance to, we greatly appreciate it. And again, thank you all for joining us on a Father's Day. Yes, it is Father's Day. We do the show every Sunday except for Super Bowl Sunday. That's the only Sunday I miss. Now, that's not to say that every week I won't. There may be a week that I need off and Hargeet needs to do something, or Hargeet needs off. And then, of course, those things happen. But we continue to try our best to keep the show going motivated. Actually, I'd like to put together a show for like one of those Saturday specials. We've done a few of those. We've done one with King David. We've done one with Jez Corden, because those, it's harder for them to be on a Sunday show. We've done specials. And I'd like to see about doing a special again. I'd like to do a roundtable, Hargeet. I don't know if we can build it like this, but I know that there'd be a few people I'd like to have on that, and to discuss the, I guess kind of the, which we won't get into it tonight. It's just, but wait, you know what? I'm just going to say that we'll talk about that topic later. I don't want to ruin anything. Oh, what's Crispy Bomb say? Hey, Joey, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you there.
Crispy Bomb says, peasants we are, is what Hargeet said. Did you like that stuff in the chat when I was like filming my my first class plane ride? Hashtag bougie life.
You did. It looked really nice. Yeah. It looked really nice. Well, you know what? Hargeet, you can't afford it, and there's nothing wrong with spending money on yourself, my friend. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Here we go. Afro says FOMO up to £2. FOMO taking receipts on Hargeet. Yeah, that's the way it is. I thankfully don't have that bug. I don't care. It's like I'll just wait. Right? Whatever.
Now, Hargeet, what if I gifted you a copy? Would you play it then?
No.
Oh,
Because it's really just do I want to go through that, or do I want to go through like my entire backlog of other games?
fair
And
enough.
thankfully, because this thing is coming out, the entirety of the gaming industry is like, stay away from November, stay away from mid-October, stay away from December. This is great. This is like 2.5 months of clearance that I get to go play other games. This is great.
There you go.
No other game's gonna come out. This is awesome. So I will basically just have like that whole time, that whole runway of 2.5 months that I can just play all the other games that are coming. So because September is already looking ridiculous. We've already got Gears coming in October. Thankfully, I don't care about COD, so I'm not even gonna bother. So that basically that entire time is gonna have a whole bunch of games coming out, plus the backlog I already have, right? So
right.
So it's great for me. This is awesome. So I can just skip GTA and wait for it for another time, and then I can play my entire backlog. So I kind of like it. So that's really where I'm thinking I'm gonna go. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
All right. So where would we like to go next? There's a lot of places we could go.
Well, Halo Studios caused a little bit of a little panic.
They did. Let's see
and
here.
then they fixed it.
Yeah, I got the fix. Give me 1 second. I know I got that because I made sure I bookmarked that. Give me 1 second to find the fix. Let's see here. Got a few things on Arc Raiders up there as well too. Oh, there we go. All right, so share this. All righty, and we'll bring it up. Ciao.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess the bottom part, whatever. But what ended up happening first is that they put out this thing about, hey, if you want to play local split screen on PlayStation, you will need 2 Xbox accounts, and those Xbox accounts on PlayStation would need equivalent PlayStation Plus accounts. So you'd have to have 2 subscriptions to play local co-op. And so that was the first messaging that went around. And then they put out a correction. We incorrectly stated that PlayStation Plus is required for local co-op split screen play. Local split screen co-op requires a PlayStation account for each player, but does not require a PlayStation Plus account. And so now that's in parity with what they also do on Xbox. Same thing. If you're playing local, it's you don't have to have Game Pass, Essentials, whatever the lowest tier, whichever way you want to get your online access. What was Xbox Live Gold. So right. Local co-op doesn't require it. Online, you still require that because that's how these games work in like both systems. If you are playing a non-free to play, right? This is a paid for game with online access. You have to pay for that online access. And so you'd have to get the lowest tier, at least of Game Pass or PlayStation Plus, lowest tier as well, to be able to do that online. But local split screen is free. So
there you go. There you go. Oh, and while we're continuing to talk on that, I'm going to switch to this screen. Oops, mute. There we go. And as soon as I click to it, it starts to load. What in the world? Hargeet is one of those days. But they say, Hargeet, stay hydrated. It really is it choppy? Is it still choppy? Is it better? All right, it's better now. All right, cool. So basically, there was a typo, and they fixed it. But boy, once the mistake was made, the people were losing their ever-loving minds, blaming everything from. I mean, there was Reforge and all kinds of people just blaming Microsoft, even though it's basically, I don't know, the way it was worded is kind of like more of a PlayStation issue than it was a Microsoft one, but it was all Microsoft is bad and blah 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 this and that, and I'm okay, whatever.
Without thinking about the fact that PlayStation Plus accounts pay 0 to Xbox, so what possible gain do you get by doing that?
Yep. Yeah. No gain at all. It's but What did you say? Yep. Xbox is bad, and that's what they say. Yep. Yeah, crazy. So your personal thoughts on this is just mistakes, and we move on, or do you think it's just? I mean, I guess the more the backlash from the fallout from it is what's crazy, and some people won't even cover that they made a correction.
Yeah, I mean, it just goes to prove the thing that I've been saying for years and years and years. There is an absolute Xbox tax. Xbox could sneeze. It's like, did you just spread germs? How dare you? It's like, Jesus, dude, seriously.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Like, they literally, anything they do, there has to be a negative thing to it. It's like, oh, how about you do that with PlayStation, who literally are the fucking evil empire of fucking gaming? Why don't you go after those pieces of shit? That was literally a PlayStation problem. Doesn't happen on Xbox. Not like Halo is doing this because it's a Xbox thing. It was literally PlayStation Plus accounts. So if you had to have your ire about something, maybe you should be focusing on the fucking disgusting evil company called PlayStation.
Excellent.
Not Xbox. But hey,
Agreed.
it's the way it goes. There's no Xbox tax, not at all.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No.
No.
And it's
be happy, ponies. You even have this game.
Yeah. Almost got pulled away from him. If you meddling kids.
But hey,
should have been. You're right. I should have been. And you know, I like I said, I know there's already pre-orders for it and all this kind of stuff. But man.
Just to give a little fuel to that fire. So,
Yeah.
Siasha, you were being nice enough to let this stay on. I know there might have been some financial considerations, but this is what you get for doing that. They still went after you. They don't care. No matter what you do, they're always going to pile on you. So, you know what? I'm just going to make the definitive statement. Fable should not be on PlayStation. End of discussion. I don't care if it costs money. I don't care if you piss off PlayStation. I don't care if you piss off ponies. They're going to be pissed off anyway. Pull it.
Yep.
Don't put it on PlayStation because you're going to get lambasted anyway.
Agreed.
Let it be. You might as well give it back to your Xbox fans. If you're going to go exclusive, I'm not a big fan of exclusives, but if you're going to go exclusives, F them. Take the game back. Too bad for you. Oh, you thought you were getting the game? Yeah, go get Sony to make some shit because they don't make crap for you anyway. Go get them to make some games for you. You're not getting this one. Pull it back. Because no matter what you do, they're always going to come after you. No matter what you do. So to hell with it. Let them freaking eat dirt. They don't need shit. Take Fable and tell them you ain't getting it.
Agreed.
Put that nice little new exclusive label on it.
Yeah, they do have that, don't they? I got that here. I'll pull that up. But yeah, it's crazy that they're like, the thing for me is that when this does come out and it comes out on PlayStation, and if it sells poorly like some other games have, I mean, what do is that justified then to be like, hey, we need to pull this shit? Am I right?
Oh, and that other game, Forza Horizon 6. I don't know if you set the release date. Have they ever set a release date?
No, I haven't said one yet, Hargeet. Hasn't had one yet.
You could just say market conditions require us to reevaluate when that might come to PlayStation. I don't know. It might be a year, might be 4 years, might be 20 years. We don't know. We just don't know. It'll come eventually, but we don't know. So I don't know. Maybe after Asha's not around, maybe we'll think about it. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to release it anytime soon. You could just say, well, it's coming at some point. We'll think about it.
Yeah.
Until then, it's available.
I mean, how long did it take for Starfield to get over there? Oh, it's a long time. We had a lot of work to do on that. So it could be could be a lot of work before we get that ready to go, right? I'm just saying. Just saying. Because they have that pisser crap to try and figure out. I mean, tech, right? The high end. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. So yeah. So there's this. Let's go to this tab. and there's a really nice article over here. We'll go back to this tab, what you were just talking about. Let's talk about the new tab on the dashboard, Hargeet.
All right. So Windows Central Gaming. Xbox is finally putting exclusives front and center again, as it now has a new dashboard label literally telling you. After years of mixed messaging, the platform is showing real confidence in its lineup, but we're going to need a lot more over the next 18 months. Still, if Xbox wants momentum, this is how you build it. Cool. Okay. Get more. I want them pissed. They should just get all annoyed over there on the other side, right? They're starting to perk up. You can start hearing that they're like, childish whining again. They're really rather annoyed on the pony side. Oh well, too bad. So sad.
They are. And
Asha, you should 100% decide to take some parts of COD and only put them on Xbox. I don't care. All the regulators were happy with that, by the way. Just saying, the regulators said partial foreclosure is totally fair. And yeah, you did spend $70 billion. It's time to showcase that you own that franchise. And yes, ponies can have it. They can have the whatever experience, and you can have the premium experience here on Xbox, where the game belongs. Just saying.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with that 100%. It should, I mean, that and that I think, which we're going to get into this in a little bit, but Hargeet, some of the other mentality, the I guess you'd say the ponies that have snapped on other topics, which we'll get into here in a little bit. We'll play the Greg Miller clip here in just a little bit, I promise, in its entirety, because he looks nothing but a fool. Sorry, but it's almost like they know what's coming. They're like, oh shit, they were all ready for this to be a game that was going to be coming on the PlayStation, and they were all like, oh yeah, we're gonna get it on PlayStation, we're gonna get this great game, it's gonna look, we tell them it looks better on our system, it's gonna be blah blah blah, and then they said nope, it's exclusive, you can't play on your console. I mean, and they lost their ever loving fucking minds. Go ahead.
Just to answer that, what I understand is there's nothing in those agreements that says there can't be like system specific things.
Right.
They just can't hamper the performance.
Right.
That's it. Now, based on the system, obviously the Switch 2 is not going to live up to the same level as, say, a PS5 Pro.
No.
So there will be some system level change based on the hardware itself, but they will do the best they can to make the game function correctly across the board. There will not be any hampering of that level. But to my understanding, the agreements do not say that there has to be absolute content parity between any of them. I'm just
correct.
Saying.
Yeah. Especially with they have to put up with the horrible pisser technology.
Oh, and by the way, like Asha can just change all the agreements. What are they going to do?
Yep.
What are they going to do? Honestly, like, what are they going to do? It was Jim Ryan flying everywhere crying, saying that, oh my God, if Call of Duty isn't there, it's going to kill me. It's going to kill me. They've got him by the balls. Like, seriously.
Yep.
If you really want to go crazy and actually compete, then act like the freaking 800-pound gorilla you are and say, well, I think there's a couple of games you guys like, Minecraft and Overwatch and Call of Duty. Oh, you like those games? Oh, okay. Let me tell you what's going to be happening.
Yeah. Because all of those games, including Call of Duty, and especially Call of Duty, in less than 8 years, will have to be renegotiated. It's not a guarantee, and technically, they don't have to play ball after that. The agreement is over, and the agreement could be. I mean, they may still do it, but if you think it's going to be we'll give them everything we want. No. It's going to fucking cost them like a motherfucker. Oh, they're going to fucking, yeah. They may make all their money back in 1 year.
No longer kumbaya.
Exactly. Yeah. And the thing that really sucks is that, and like I said, I love Phil to death. I think Phil's a great man and did a great thing for the industry. And it's truly the case that if it wasn't for him, Xbox wouldn't be here to this day. No matter what anybody says, that is the case. He pled his case to Satya, and Satya said, "Let's give it a shot," and they went with it, and it's worked out pretty good so far. Some missteps, It happens. Him trying to be what they call kumbaya. I get it. He's a good guy. He's one of the good guys, and he wants to play fair. And but other companies like Sony, they don't play fair. They do not. They just don't, and that's fine. It's business. And when it comes down to bottom of the line, it is business. I get it. You do what you got to do, and that's the way it is. It is business. But with that said, if you're going to play hardball, Xbox can play hardball, and you can't be bitching or complaining about that. They're all freaking out. Oh, they keep playing exclusives. Oh, well, why should it? Well, do you have exclusives? Okay, cool. Well, put Spider-Man on Xbox, and then you can have Gears of War. How about that? If not, fuck off.
Yeah, right.
I mean, seriously. Well, okay, cool. You want Gears of War? Cool. We'll put Gears of War on there, but we need Spider-Man on our system in parity at the highest resolution, ready to go. You ready? You got that? You got that? Can you do that for us? From days in the past, Hargeet, I could probably say a little more now. There were some certain titles that were in the works to be revealed at a certain award show this year to kind of make some more money for Sony, but apparently they've gotten scared and they're pulling a lot of things, and some things have changed. So whether those ever come out, I don't know. But were those things being worked on for the Xbox? You bet your ass they were. And for everybody that thinks that Soros isn't still a possibility to come out for PC, oh, dude, they need the money back on that thing. So yeah, I'm seeing it's maybe a year wait, but I think it's probably coming. And even their Yote PC version is ready to go. From what we understand, it is already ready to go. And
all right,
go ahead.
Let me just read these. Mac,
you go. Go
$5.
ahead.
Can I make a suggestion in your poll lists moving forward in the G, or even add an E for I don't know or none of the above? Just a suggestion. Okay, fair enough.
There's only 4 spots, so so there you go. Sorry.
Afro Republic again, £2. Hargeet chooses violence. Donald Glover meme. Good.
Exactly. And it's not violence. It's just he's mad as hell and he's not going to take it anymore. Network mentality. You know. So yeah, it's crazy. It's just crazy. So yeah. So I think it's cool that they're now calling out exclusives on the dashboard. It's another little simple thing, but it's nice. It's good to see. It's something they should have been doing a long time. And now that it's there, I expect to see it a lot more. And for what we understand, we're going to see a lot more of that in the future. You looking forward to the next? Go ahead.
We can pile into the next thing, which is the Xbox Studios.
Let's see here
and talk about exclusives.
we could. Let's see here. Let's pull this up. While I'm finding that, let's. I'm gonna let you read this. Share this tab instead. This is interesting, and this is from a fan site. But the information is from Analytics, or how you pronounce it?
Alinea,
yeah. And then this is some of the numbers that they've come up with so far. Pretty interesting.
Okay. So it says Forza Horizon 6 was the game that most boosted the growth of Xbox Game Pass in 2026. Plus 6 million new subscribers were registered during the launch of #game. Okay, well, I assume they mean this one. Subnautica 2 was also another highlight for the growth of the service. And it shows, I guess, this is 2026 top games by new Game Pass players. Forza at 6.8, Subnautica 2 at 3.5, Escape the Backrooms, wow, 2.8. 2K26 1.4, High on Life 2 1.4, and Cyberpunk at 1.3. So that's pretty crazy.
That is pretty crazy numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now Asha could give us some of these numbers. Now that you're trying to be more open, right? Clarity is kindness. Maybe we can get some more of these kind of things from you. Actually see what the heck's going on, right? And see what your games are doing and what other games are doing, right? So But hey,
Exactly.
we'll see. We'll see if we get some sub numbers, right? At some point, we'll finally see how many subscribers you actually have.
Exactly. So is it time? We talked about going to exclusives. Are we ready for to play the kind of funny Greg Miller post? Is that what we want to go for?
I was thinking about the Jason Schreier No Xbox Studios thing. That one would be kind of more in line with what I was thinking. But if you want to do,
okay. Let me see. Do you have that?
I think this is good because then we can get to Greg afterwards. So
yeah. Let me let me find that. I've got it. I got a bunch of shit. I got so much shit. The thing is, every week I clear off shit and then I put up the new stuff for the week, and it's like some of it like duplicate articles. I got like 10 things on there about the exclusive thing. Let's see here, and a whole bunch about. Oh, here we go. Let's bring this up right now. Boom. All right.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure Jason was kind of the one who put some of this out as well, but others have also kind of corroborated that there were potentials for studio closures, right? So this is him sort of setting the record straight, sort of in a way, but like it's still kind of on the plate. But anyways, Jason Schreier, no Xbox studio has received a closure order. Jason said that all these journalists posting that the teams are being shut down are wrong, and it's just serving to create stress among Xbox employees. Asha is simply reevaluating all the studios and trying to see a path forward for the new direction that is focused on creating impactful games, but no studio has received a closure order yet. And I hope this is the case, because there was marching orders of the previous administration, right? So Phil and Sarah and Matt were all working on a certain, vision, and that vision was to continue to put games in Game Pass to entice people to subscribe and stay subscribed. And to do that, you just have to have a constant flow of games, right? And Matt had said, 4 games a year, there should be 1 a quarter type of thing, right? 4 games a year. That does not mean every one of those is going to be a massive tentpole, but there will be 4 games a year, right? And that they were delivering over the last few years. They have been delivering that, right? And that's what the point was, to have all these studios. That does not mean that a Kiln is going to do as well as a Call of Duty. It's not, right? But that doesn't matter. It's a game. It's yet another game that First Party's putting out there, right? A Keeper, South of Midnight, and Avowed, right? All these games were being just delivered. Here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go. And that was the vision. It was not about meeting certain metrics of engagement or whatever. It was, if you have a service, you have to have content, right? You have to have 10 polls that can keep it alive, right? So they have to be there. And then you have to have ancillary content that keeps people subscribed, right? And so if you put enough in there, hopefully some of it will be interesting enough for them to continue to stay subscribed and engage with that content, right? Now, with the new model, they might be looking at it a little differently. And we don't know any of this officially, right?
Right.
What we know is that they're resetting. That's what we know officially. There might be some truth to Senua being in the showcase and then also being shopped. That's a possibility, right? Again, I don't know if I've heard that directly from them. We've heard it sort of outside of that through whatever methods you want to say. Maybe it's journalistic, they've talked to some people and that's kind of how they found out. Or maybe it's all speculation and rumor. I don't know yet, right? So, but has there been an official word from anybody on that side? Not really. There's also not been any official debunking of some of these things. And in some cases, they have said, maybe not. But so there's a lot going on here we don't really know the answer to, right? So I would hope that, with all this negative, whatever we've heard, that there is enough consideration on not closing these studios. Yes, there's potential to spin them off, but I think that's also a bad idea. And the reason I think that is simply, yes, South of Midnight might not have engaged, but you have a team that's working. So you have tons of IP. You wanted your mainline IPs to be something that you put out there. Well, you know what? You have a team that can do that. Say, take Compulsion and say, you know what? It would be really cool, Compulsion. can you try to make like Fallout 1 remake or an Elder Scrolls 1 remake? Story's already there. Most of it, the thing you need to worry about is just creating the assets and putting it together. Can you go do that? Right? Hey, you want to? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that. We got a bunch. We'll get to that. Thank you, pardon.
But could you do that, right? Instead of closing this, because it's very hard to find studios to go do these things, but you have them, right? And you can still say, hey, Compulsion, you want to make a side game? You want to? Fine. We're not going to invest heavily. We're going to invest heavily on you trying to take one of our current big IPs and giving us another iteration, whether that's a remake, whether that's a side game, whatever it is. Can you do that, right? They could work that angle, right? If that's the direction you want to go, it's like, cool, you have a studio. Go ahead and do that. I would not touch Double Fine. I think that would be an industry mistake. I don't think it's a good idea. The amount of hate you would get, and you're already seeing it. Many people in the industry are like, what are you thinking? You're going after Double Fine. That is just a stupid mistake. Think of it as a parting gift for Phil. Just don't do it. Just leave it alone. Keep it. Let them keep making what they just don't touch Double Fine. There's just no reason to touch them. Right. They're one of those industry icon teams. Just stop. Just let them keep going. How much can it possibly cost you to keep them running? Just let it roll. It's just a bad idea just from the looks alone. Remember, Psychonauts 2 was up for Game of the Year. This is a very talented team. Why would you even touch them? Right. Just leave it alone. Let it keep going. Ninja Theory is one that's kind of in between for me. I don't know I don't know why they made Senua. I'll just be honest. Like, I think it's run its course. Yes, Senua looks better, but it never got engagement. 1 and 2 just never got engagement. They might be somewhat critically successful as well. They did seem to like she won like the best voice actor, right, for Hellblade 2, right? So that's cool. That's these are good things. That's awesome, but it never really went anywhere, and I think it kind of ran its course, and you really should have moved on, but they didn't. Okay, fine. I think after Senua, you could work with the studio to use many of their own IP. They have a lot of their own stuff that's kind of interesting. Or you could use them for any of the other, like, these people punch above their weight.
Banjo.
Mocap capability in storytelling. Like, why not take advantage of that?
Yeah.
And use some of your other IP and say, hey, take one of these games and make that next. Right? Like, you have the studio. The headache you run into is trying to find studios to make the game. You have them. So why throw them out? Just assign them the things you want made. That's the better way to go from my perspective. Now, if they're being a little stupid, I guess, if they're being too stuck in their thing of like, no, we want to make the game, we want to make it, that's on them. And the only one who, in my opinion, out of those three, the one that's earned that is Double Fine, because they've made a ton of games. Even there, you can maybe nudge them towards something, but I would say keep them within their own portfolio. Heck, I would love to see a Full Throttle. Full Throttle was great. Let's make another one of those. You had Brutal Legend. I don't know what their main game is, right? So I don't know where they are and how much more they need to actually finish that up. But whatever they've got cooking, I would rather just see them do their own thing. So they're fine. But in Ninja Theory's case, you have all the ABK stuff you just bought. They have tons of IP going back to like the 80s with Sierra all the way through what they have now. Try to use them to do something. Right? Why not take advantage of that and say, hey, you make this. I know you want to have more impactful games. Fair enough. Go make a StarCraft. There's so many more games you have. Go make those. Like, they could do that, right? Now, Ninja Theory might be like, oh, well, I want to. Cool. You want to, but we can't afford it. So you're going to have to do this or go become independent and do whatever you want. Right. I think the better option is they should find something they can, look at in your entire catalog of IP and say, oh, that one resonates. Let's go make it. Right. I think that's a better answer. I hope that's what they do instead, because they don't need to get rid of these teams. What they need to do is assign them to games that they think are going to cause a moment. Right. It's not every game is going to be like that, but you can try. You can try to make a moment. Like Forza is a moment, right? Forza is one of those games that just took over. It was crazy. Everybody's talking about Forza. people are buying Xboxes to play Forza, right? It was a moment, right? That's the kind of thing you want to create is, hey, we have this big impactful moment.
Mhm.
I get that. So, Elder Scrolls will probably be a moment, right? It's just one of those things, one of those big games. GTA is the big, the big moment. Like every little thing about GTA is a big news story, right? I think they can do that. So, but so this is a good note that, hey, nothing's decided. We have not gotten anything official, right? Yeah, I think we already read this one, right?
Did we? Okay. There's actually a couple more, but God, I mean, you interrupt you. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I read that one, then I read this one. Yeah, so it's me, the broke boy, $5. While maybe not in signed agreements with PlayStation, can they hold Xbox accountable for what he said during FTC hearings that there would be parity for Call of Duty? No. All they can hold them to is that they will, they will make the game functional on every platform. And remember, he is no longer there. Phil is no longer the one running Xbox.
Right.
So they can't be beholden to anything that isn't in writing. So, and by the way, Phil was the one who was trying to be very nice about it. And
Yep.
the regulators did not have that problem. They were like, we expect you to make this game better on your side because you're buying it. So,
Yep.
And that is totally fair. You're buying it. It's fair. So that, yeah, I don't see the issue. Like, and I'm not talking about like hamper the game, take away maps, anything like that. I'm saying you can have Master Chief, you can have, Doom Guy, you can have those things that would only be available on Xbox because they're your IPs. You can 100% do that. Nothing stops you from doing that. So, and you can say, well, that's exclusively only available on our platform because they're our IPs. Who's going to say no? Like which regulator could say that that's not fair that you do that with your own game on your own platform? Like I can't imagine that being a problem. Gifted 5 WebDave memberships from Broke Boy. Thank you very much. And then not to be there you go. 50 WebDave memberships from Spartan.
Wow. Spartan, thank you so much. Oh boy, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys so much for doing it. Also, a big shout out to Epic Treasure, who's in the chat. We appreciate her being here. She did some amazing coverage. If you haven't, if you're doing it wrong, if you're not subscribed to Epic Treasure, you're doing it wrong. You definitely need to make sure that you are subscribed to her channels. And she put out some amazing content, great coverage, all the showcases. She covered them, everything. And she does some really good stuff on covering some of the latest what we call pocket games. Yeah, Pocket Pal and all that kind of good stuff. Pal World is amazing, and I cannot wait for the Pal Farm. I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, so a lot of good stuff. Go ahead, Hargeet. I didn't even interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. So I'm hoping he's right, and that this is really just them focusing on how they can move forward, right? And I think there's a path where these studios, they can focus on games that would have higher engagement, and that's up to them to work with them to do that. And so, like Compulsion, yeah, I can see that being kind of problematic for what it took them a long time. Apparently, there were several redos of South of Midnight before it got to the point where it is. I thought the game was fantastic. Unfortunately, it also launched in a time when there's this massive like swing towards anti-woke whateverness. And I have no idea why, but just because it was a black female protagonist that automatically had to be bashed. And I'm like,
crazy.
It makes no sense. It just
such a
makes
great
no
game.
sense. It was a story literally created around a certain type of character. It's like, well, why would that be a bad thing? We actually do have black people in this country. We actually do have black women in this country. It's like, why is that a bad thing? This is not replacing anybody. It's not like this is literally a story from a perspective that is totally valid in this country.
Furthest
like,
the furthest thing from woke you could be. It was this.
Yeah, I'm like, why? This is a mother-daughter story. Like, why? Why is this a problem? But anyway,
yeah.
So I thought the game was fantastic. Now, was it like the most? No, this is a single A, double A type level game, and that's all I expected. That's all I expected from this, right? So, it may have cost more because of this. Just over time, it took several rebuilds to get it to the point where it needed to be. But again, that was the previous regime saying, "Yes, go ahead, we want that." Okay, so they just did what they were told, right? Now, did they get to the point where it created a lot of revenue or created a lot of engagement? I don't know, but it did seem to win some awards. So like I think it's something they have to acknowledge, right? And say, okay, we'll work with you to make something a little different. I think it can work. You have a studio that has the ability to make something. Go ahead and give them something you already have and just say, hey, port this, create a new remake of this, or make a new version of this, or whatever, right? Work with them to create something that they can take on where maybe the world is well known, the universe is already well known, so it doesn't have to establish itself as a new IP. But yeah, I think there's definitely potentials for all three of these guys. I just think Double Fine, if they in any way close Double Fine, oh my gosh, the
That'd be
amount of
bad.
backlash they are gonna get
Yeah.
is just, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Just leave them alone, let them keep making games, and just think of it as a parting gift for Phil that this is not gonna get touched. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Agree.
But anyway,
Agree
that's kind
100%.
of my whole spiel on that. The exclusives thing is going to be interesting. If they don't keep these studios, we are looking at a different Xbox.
Yeah.
Because then we know things are going to go in a different direction. Arcane was the other one that was rumored because the last looking of Blade wasn't that good. Again, I think, there's just different styles of development. And, maybe Arcane looks at the story and says from there, we're going to develop the gameplay. Or it might be the opposite in a lot of cases where they develop the gameplay and then they develop the story around it. In this case, you have an IP. So the story's kind of there. So you have to develop the story, right? It has to be about the impact of the story. And then you say, well, how do I make that into a fun game? Right. So I don't know where they are on that, but that's what we're hearing is like that potentially the gameplay element isn't quite there yet. It's kind of hokey. They need to work that piece. That doesn't necessarily mean it won't come out, that they couldn't fix that piece. It is possible, right? It does ring true of the same thing that happened before with Redfall, though, right? Redfall had that same thing of like, we have a concept, but the gameplay hasn't quite gotten there. And it's like, well, we're Arcane, we'll figure it out, right? Well, they didn't quite figure it out. So that one, I don't know. And I'm hoping that, you know what, you still let them cook a bit and get that done. Get it over the line, and let's see if Arcane can stick around. If the direction is to say, I only want big games, then a whole bunch of studios are going to be in trouble. Yeah. And I'm hoping that's not the case. But again, we don't know, right? The plan is the plan until it's not the plan. We don't know where she's going to go. It is a reset. Right. And that could mean a lot of new things are going to happen. But it's good to hear from Jason, because generally, if Jason says something, I'm going to say, okay, this is probably close to the reality of what's happening, right? He generally kind of gets, double verifications and stuff, like actual journalists of like, yep, this is likely what's happening. So he's saying, yo, stop the news that it's all being shut down. It's not being shut down. They're analyzing what's going on, where they're going to go, and evaluating what makes sense. And that's a good thing. You want that to happen, right? What I don't want to have happen is they somehow just decide to shut things down. So there's been the rumor of like, hey, they put Senyo out there so they can shop the studio. Maybe that's true. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Right. But it would be kind of nice if it wasn't true. They actually are going to release that game. And that's another game coming next year. But we'll see. Right. So interesting that we have this coming from Jason, though.
Agreed. And one of the things to think about, too, is there's a lot of options on the plate now that I think that they maybe weren't looking at before, and not necessarily closure or sell off, but there could be some either realignments, or now you have an assignment. Now we need you to work with this studio on getting their game out because they're further along in certain developments. I mean, they've pulled a lot of teams in the past. Activision did to help with, get Call of Duty out. Not saying Call of Duty, but I'm just saying there could be some, game or different divisions and stuff that they don't necessarily get rid of them, but maybe they refocus them. Or maybe they're like, hey, we need this title out. We need you to work on this. And let's see what you got so far. You have this much more time to get this going. There's a lot of things that could happen. Are things going to be, some things going to be painful? Yes. Are some things, going to happen that we necessarily don't like? Yes. You can't have it all. That's just unfortunately the way it is. And you can't keep throwing good money after bad. That doesn't work for anybody, for any company, and the bottom line, no matter what, and what feelings get involved in it, it's a business. And that's one of the things that we haven't really covered here much. And that's like the layoffs and stuff like that could happen to people. I get it. It sucks. It's horrible. It's terrible. But if you're looking at a company and saying, you can't lay these people off, you're the devil and blah, 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 blah. Sony's laid off more people in the last 2 years than Microsoft has in the last 5 years. So Xbox. Xbox. Well, that's different animal. You're right. You're right. But the point is, so when you come down to it, it's not it's not a matter of what's good, what's bad. Look, I've been laid off twice in my lifetime and gone into completely different businesses and turned out on top. It's just the way it is. And it sucked at the time. Hell yeah, it did. But you can get through it. It is, unfortunately, it's a part of life, and it's a part of life like myself had to adjust to and go forward. When once was a business consolidating, which was GameStop, when they had 7,000 stores at one time, and we were in a mall store. Well, there you go. Mall stores are very expensive to run. So, and then when it closed that store, the closest store they were going to transfer me to was an hour and a half drive away. So I decided, no, I'll go ahead and I'll take the severance package and move on. Work for a bank for another 10 years. Fantastic. Great. One of the biggest banks in the world. They had a merger with another bank. The job that I did for over 10 and a half years, solid, locked in. You got this, your tenure. The bank that we merged with had the same guy doing the same job as me for 20 years. So guess who got tenure over that? He did. I get it. I understand it. Another good severance was on the way, and now I'm doing something totally different for the last part of my career. But that's okay. And does it suck? Yes. Is it hardship for a lot of people? Yes. Is it the end of the world? No, it's not. You pick yourself up, you get going, things happen. And it's not like that for everybody. I get it. But to just say that, that layoffs can't happen, or layoffs, or you're the devil because of layoffs, the company is in business for a reason. Like our good friend, Everborn Saga says, it's not show friends, it's show business, because it is a business. End of the day. So, like I said, I'm not trying to make light of any situation if somebody gets themselves into. It happens. It's terrible. Layoffs are bad. But if it is coming, let's hopefully. And from the track record that they have, Microsoft is pretty good, and Xbox is pretty good about getting people set up on a good severance, and even having options to where they can either try and apply for other jobs, other positions in the company, but a different area of the company. So there's lots of different things that could happen. So let's not just doom and gloom everything. It really is not as bad as you think it is. And if you think it's that bad for Microsoft, it's 10 times worth over there for Sony, but nobody covers that. Anyway, just pointing out the obvious. So Hargee, I think we got a few more super chats. We've definitely got some more gifted memberships that we want to cover, and then we got a couple more quick topics, and then we're gonna open the floor up to the audience, which is going even crazier.
All right, Afro £2, 50 million budget, 4 months dev, UE5, 10-hour runtime, $40. Yeah, I don't know which game, but yeah, I mean, if that could be a realistic target, that should be good, right? For any of these smaller studios to kind of do that, right? So, but like thinking of UE5, Ninja Theory, like Coalition, had to kind of learn that, right? UE5 was a new beast. It took them a little bit to kind of figure that out, but they've been like showcased, both Coalition and Ninja Theory, as development studios that have taken advantage of the feature set of UE5 on the Unreal stage, right? They both have been there, showcasing the best of what UE has to offer. But that takes time. Unfortunately, if you want to make that thing work, it does take time. And again, they punch above their weight, right? This is a small team. Ninja Theory is not a huge team. So they managed to pull it off. I think it's a pretty good thing. But and if they can stay in small budgets, why not? I think that's a great thing. Look at how short time, like 2-3 year turnaround for Senua over Hellblade 2, which came out in 24, I think, right? So that's right on schedule. I think 3 years for a small studio to make a game. That's good. Bram Strucker, our friend FARK QUE, member for 17 months.
Mm-hmm.
Mac, member for 17 months.
How you doing, Mac?
And Lotus gifts 5 WebDave memberships.
Lotus, thank you so much, my friend. It's awful generous of you. It's fantastic. We appreciate that so much. If you want to pick up your own membership, it's only $1. That's it. That's all. Just cost $1 to get a membership to the channel. If anything, we would really appreciate if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so. We're on the road to 400K. 400K? Yeah, we're on the road to 400K, but we're on the road to 4K first. One little step at a time. But we're definitely on the road to 4K. He said, Max said we missed his first super. I thought we have. You can go back and if we did, if we one we already read it again because I don't want to miss them out. So just go ahead and read it.
I read that one. Yeah,
we'll read it again. Let's read it.
Can
again.
I make a suggestion in your poll list for moving forward in the D or even add an E for I don't know or none of the above? Just a suggestion. Yeah, and you said
you did read it. Yeah, and there's only 4 options. Yeah, I did say that one.
Yeah.
Mac, was that the only one? You just type in regular chat. Don't hit the super chat, but go ahead and type. Was that the one you were talking about, or did we miss something else? Because I don't see another one.
Yeah, that's the only one I see.
And if there was another one, I do apologize. But just put in the chat what it is that you wanted to say, Mac, and we will read it out live for you right now. I have no problem with that at all, my friend.
Yeah.
So we're waiting for you, Mac. Type out what you want to say, and we'll read it for you. Show's on pause till Mac replies. He said yes. Yes to what? Yes, that was the one. Yes, you have another one I missed. Yes, we're good to go. I love you, Mac. Tell me more than yes. Yes, that's it. We're good. Or do you have something else you want to say? We're giving a second to type.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Mac. Yeah, that was the one. Okay, yes, we did cover that one. Even though I just missed it. I'm sorry for that. So, but Mac, we appreciate you very much. Before we go on to the Greg Miller thing, unless you had something else you want to say.
Yeah, so I guess the exclusivity thing, right? We've had a couple of things come up now where she's kind of going all in on this. It's not I wouldn't expect this to be sort of just a onesie twosie thing. I think it's going to be a lot more. They may kind of be pulling back a lot. It didn't generate, if Alinea is to be believed, it didn't generate a lot of revenue outside of 1 or 2 games. And the question is, can they sustain without doing that? I think the answer is yes. If you take, the PlayStation stance of like, we don't want $2 billion. Okay. Because they're pulling supposedly, because if you read what Nishino-san said, I don't know if he's saying that it's really not happening anymore. It's like case by case.
Yep.
They'll think about it. But if they're pulling back their single player tentpole titles from PC, they're foregoing billions. So why would it be an issue for Xbox to say, well, we'll just forego, what was it, 600 million, 500 million, whatever they made. So why would that be too much for Xbox?
Correct.
It's certainly a possibility. And look, this is all based on what Asha's view is of what the world is like in this world, right? Because she's new to this whole thing. And what she can say is, hey, I see Nintendo out there. This is what they do. I see PlayStation out there. This is what they do. So why should I do any different? And from that, we're hearing like exclusives matter, and first and third party exclusives matter. So from that, I'm taking it's not going to be, hey, we got Replace. No, shout out to Replace. Great game. But that's a small little indie game. I think what she's saying, significant games, right? That will say, oh, that's only over there. And what I'm referring back to is the 360 era. When you said, oh, Gears of War, that's exclusive to Xbox. Because remember, Gears of War was not a first-party game. It was a time lock. It was intended, the port I believe it already existed for PlayStation. They just never released it because Xbox said, nah, that's too big. We're buying the IP. Right? But that was a timed third-party exclusive that became a first-party franchise. Mass Effect 1 never came to PlayStation until they made the like trilogy thing where they remastered it. That's when you got So that's a pretty big game. KOTOR, Jade Empire. I could go on. Third party, right? They did.
Yep.
Famously, Phil went and got Tomb Raider.
Yep.
And everybody got all pissed off.
Oh, got a lot of shit about that, didn't he?
But Tomb Raider spent $100 million to get that as a 1-year exclusive. So when I see this, there were other ones, Splinter Cell, things like. If you're gonna go down this path, that's what I expect you to do. Is go get those big games. So you know what is being made? Tomb Raider. You know what else is being made? Splinter Cell. You know what else is being made? Mass Effect. Time to go get those exclusives. You want those third-party exclusives. You know what else is being made? A whole bunch of old Sega games. Guess what those used to be? Could we be getting some of those? Right? There's a potential where you say, hey, why not? Right? You had on your stage Persona 6. Coming to Game Pass day and date.
Yep.
Crazy Taxi. There's a bunch of other ones coming. Maybe some of those. I mean, if you want to do this whole exclusive thing, I'm not an exclusive guy, but if you want to do this, then go all out. Just to go all out. Right? And go get those big games. And that will start moving the needle because everybody isn't going to want to like lose all access to any of those. So look, they'll still come to PC. Obviously they're not going to take away PC. PC is going to happen no matter what, right? But if you want to play on console, you'll have to come over to the Xbox side, right? If you really want to like go down this path. Now, I don't know if those companies, those publishers are willing to play ball, but I hear enough zeros and usually anybody's willing to play ball. And guess what bank account you have access to. So maybe you should go talk about that. I don't know. I'm just saying, if you really want to do it, do it. And then, if I look at your portfolio and say, what games should be exclusive from your first party, it has to be the biggest ones. I mean, Call of Duty are locked, fine.
Right.
But Elder Scrolls 6.
Oh, yeah.
I expect that to be exclusive.
I do too.
Because what else is going to move the needle? I expect it to be exclusive, right? Splinter Cell, I've already talked, this is third party, but first party, when that comes out, Elder Scrolls 6, I kind of think you have to have that label on there. Exclusive. Okay. So the next Diablo, exclusive. They're going to be games that I understand will go everywhere else, but you need to drive the value of your ecosystem. And if that's what you want to do, then it can't be the small games. South of Midnight, shout out to South of Midnight, great game, is not going to drive console sales. It's not. Okay. I don't know that Clockwork does it either. I'm sure it might be a great game, but so was Avowed. Barely sold.
Yep.
So you're going to need to take your big properties and say, nah, you want to play that? Come here. By the way, Phil was going to do that. Phil had said Elder Scrolls 6. When I think about Elder Scrolls, I think it can be exclusive. Those were his words. So why not? Why not, Asha? If that you want to play this exclusive game, then I expect to see that label. Elder Scrolls 6 exclusive. Let's see if you can pull it off. I think that's the way to go. If you really want to go down this path. If they're bringing StarCraft out, which we hear, rumors, we hear, exclusive.
Yep.
Keep going. That's the way it's got to be. Right? So I don't know if, because look, realistically, the only game that really did numbers was Forza on PlayStation. The rest wasn't exactly lighting it up. Right? Did some numbers in a couple of games. But, and we're exempting COD, right? COD's going to go there. No, and they're not going to take off Minecraft or Overwatch or Fallout 76 or Elder Scrolls Online. Those are already there. But I don't know that they need to really do much more, right? Like Sea of Thieves is already there. If they're going to create content, it'll be there, right? Grounded's already there, right? Is Grounded 2 there? I don't know if Grounded 2 ever made it there.
I don't know if it's there yet. I don't know.
Yeah, so maybe you don't even bother. Just saying. But look, if they want to play this game, cool. So the exclusives thing, if you're going to go all out, then 360 it. Like, go freaking nuts.
Yeah.
and say, oh, you want to play these games? You're coming here. So I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, what Asha wants to do, but that would be the direction I would take it, and be very, very, very clear about it. That nope, we'll lock in these games, and good luck, right? Maybe Mass Effect, you do the same thing and say, no, that game's never going over to PlayStation. Have a nice day. Sure.
Why not?
Does that mean you have to pay a lot? Sure. But you already have a relationship with EA. EA Play is in Game Pass.
It is.
So enjoy. This is all up to what they want to do. And I think Matthew Ball is kind of on the same page. So we will see where they go. But if she says, and she's the one putting this out there, right? First and third party, she's the one saying all this. So I expect there to be quite a bit more. I think first party, you should expect to see more, right? It's not just going to be these two. From what we understood, Halo was supposed to be pulled. They just didn't because the cost was too much versus the port. And then Fable was supposed to be pulled. And Fable, you should just do it. I don't care what it costs, Sasha. That needs to be the game next year. Clockwork's nice. Fable is the game. That's the game that's going to be the exclusive that matters. So you need to pull it. You need to pull it. So that needs to be pulled back from PlayStation, and it should just be on Xbox and PC. So either way, this is going to be an interesting, next year or two as we see how her vision plays out versus what Phil had done. But I figured I'd just throw out the exclusives thing. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm hearing. We will see how this goes and what I would like to see happen. So I don't know what you thought. You thought of all her comments.
Well, I definitely agree with you, and I want to put. There's been a couple super chats. We'll get to those in just a second, but I do want to make sure I put that your YouTube channel, because somebody asked, does he have his own YouTube channel? He does, and it's right there. So if you want to,
haven't put any content up except for the showcases. Yep. All the showcases. I mean, like my crowd reaction for E-Day is over 100K already views. So
there you go.
Which is crazy.
Check that out. So there's his YouTube channel right there. It's also in the description below of this video, and if you're listening later on audio, it's also there as well. So please don't hesitate to like and subscribe to Hargeet Chani. He is amazing, and we're definitely proud to have him on this show for sure. But it is on the screen right there above his head right there. So if you want to, if you hold up your phone to the screen and do your pull it up, you can definitely do the scan the on your camera, and it will definitely take you right to his page where you can subscribe right there. Easy, fast, peasy, good to do. I'll leave that up there for a little bit. So you go. So exclusive, yes, they do matter, and I think the way she's looking at it is going to be it's good. They're bringing back exclusives, and the one thing I want to make sure that everybody understands. Because I know I watch all the time. Watch Sigs and Serial. I like the guy. He's a good guy, but he doesn't like exclusives because he thinks they're going to take away from his PC. And I get it, but he's a PC guy, but they're not taking away from PC. Not Microsoft isn't. It's on Steam, it's on PC, it's on the cloud, it's available on any of your devices. You can Game Pass, you can get it and watch it anywhere. I mean, on your phone, your tablet, your computer, your TV, wherever you want to. There's TVs that have the app built into it. Boom, you got it right there. You don't even need to get a system. So there's definitely ways you can watch and play games in the ecosystem of the Xbox with Game Pass. And what did Phil once say? It's almost becoming back relevant again, Hargeet.
This is about delivering great exclusive games for you that ship on platforms where Game Pass exists.
So yeah, for a while it used to be kind of the butt of some jokes, but maybe it's not.
Might be coming back.
Might be coming back. Yeah, I'm thinking he's back. I'll let you read these super chats and then we'll get some more things.
All right, JD Gamer, $10. So Xbox has two choices: be the bad guy that everybody already thinks they are, or continue to try and walk this fine line. One of trying to make people that hate you like you, and I don't see that happening. And yeah, in some ways, you're right. They're always going to get freaking pounded on for some stupid ass reason. But anyway, Afro again, £2. Wukong 2 should Xbox timed exclusive. Karma. That would be hilarious.
Yes, it would be.
Like 6 weeks before release, oh, the PS5 logo is gone. Oh, we're sorry, it's not coming to play. That'd be hilarious. Okay, Matt 22, TH 54, $5. Hargeet 100%. I don't care about exclusives, but if they're gonna do it, don't half-ass it. Hashtag pull the effing trigger. Hashtag Elder Scrolls exclusive. Yeah, I agree. Like, again, if you're gonna go down this path, just do it. Like, go all in. The Angry Therapist, $5. Didn't Pony say they had a PC and a PlayStation, so they don't need an Xbox? So why are they upset over E-Day?
That's what they said. That is a good question.
Good question.
Good question. Any more supers? We caught up.
I think that we're caught up.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna. The poll's been up for a while. It's been up for over an hour, and we have over 260 votes. I'm going to end it right now, and you can get your final result, which is still pretty close. And Hargeet, I'll let you read out the results.
Yeah. So day one at 38%. I don't care at 33%. I'll wait for a sale 19%, and I'll wait for PC 10%. So the majority are not going to buy this day one. That is actually interesting. I wonder if we had done the same thing on C Money's, that we might actually not be 50-50, that it might be more like this. So about a third of the people are buying this day one. Think about that. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy.
It is. And you're not buying it at all, correct?
I am very hesitant.
At least not right away.
Wait. Yeah. I might just wait for PC, or just wait till later. It's fine. The other part of this that's interesting as part of this is Helix. Helix will be coming out the following year.
Yep.
And it's exactly what happened with RDR. I didn't buy RDR because RDR2 because the 1X was coming the following year, and it was going to get the enhanced version. And boy, am I glad I waited, because the 1X version was far superior to the PS4 Pro version or the base version, right? That was the stunning game that was showcased, right, for 1X. And that's where I got to enjoy it. I got to play that on the 1X, and that was it was stunning on the 1X. For those who played it, you know what I'm talking about. It was very, very well done. I mean, that's the thing. We have Helix coming the following year. We have, at least that's what we understand, right? It always could be, delayed or whatever, right? But Helix coming next year, and then the PC port available. And it's like, well, okay, why don't I just wait and I'll see which one makes more sense? And again, I don't have FOMO. I don't care. So I will just wait it out, right? So, but it may be interesting enough for me. It's like, okay, I don't have anything else in my back catalog that I want to play, and maybe I'll pick it up. But otherwise, I'm very likely gonna just wait. But you're gonna get it day one?
I am. Yep. I'm definitely gonna get it day one. Big shout out to BT Maverick and to Def Leppard, who have given us some what to call jewels. This is one of the newer things. We've gotten 2 or 3 of them. BT Maverick give another one. He's chilling. Yeah, so they show up in the feed. Thank you so much for doing that. We greatly appreciate that. That means a lot, and it's engagement, and we definitely appreciate that. Whereas a new super chat that we did get.
Yep. Spartan, $5. We got like 7-8 years left to make a COD game exclusive. Maybe a spin-off game, and everyone not on Xbox would lose their minds. Yeah, it's possible. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see.
That is so true. Do you want to play this real quick to remind everybody?
If you like this video, please hit the like button.
Thank you, Dut. Yes, the legend Dirk Griggity, and Shaun and Joey and Ray. Got another one. We'll let him read that.
Yeah. Afro again, 2 pounds. But Hargeet, you now have Xbox Smart Delivery. Yes, but that means they still have to make the version, and I don't know that Rockstar would be the one to actually use Smart Delivery. I think they would make a new version and make you buy it, or have to pay an upgrade fee.
Yep.
So they're kind of notorious for that kind of thing, right? So we will see. We will see what happens. And again, I'm just not one of those that has FOMO, so I can wait. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and before we get to kind of our last big topic, before we get to straight on to chatting with the chat. There you go. I want this little clip. Colt Eastwood posted this up. I'll let you read that part, and then we'll actually show it, because it's actually pretty amazing if anyone has seen it yet.
Yeah, so the power of Unreal Engine 5 for Gears of War E-Day, showing real-time megalite sources running on an Xbox Series X.
and it looks pretty freaking amazing.
It's amazing to see how many light sources there are in here. There are hundreds of them, from the small lights on Marcus's armor to the large spotlights on the ceiling. There is no way we'd ever be able to achieve this effect or have this many ray-traced area lights on current generation hardware without megalights.
Yeah, pretty amazing technology that they're utilizing on that. And Hargee, what is this game? This is an exclusive, console exclusive. Yeah. It is. So we won't be seeing any of the pisser tech on that. Because we don't need it to make it look good. I'm just saying, we don't want it to screw it up. We did get another super chat. I know I'm being messy, but hey, it's our show. We can do what we want.
Vic El Gambino, $2. Rumor: Asha greenlit Halo MMO after Sony axed Destiny. That would be interesting.
That would be cool.
Now, supposedly the game that Zenny, is it Zenny Online? Whatever the studio they had they were working on a game already, was kind of in the vein of Destiny, but that game got axed. I guess it just wasn't like finishing within time, so it kept costing more and more. And maybe that team, along with some others, could put together something like that, right? They have some of the assets already. They could probably put something together. So yeah, that'd be awesome.
It would be awesome. All right, so let's get to the fun
Project
stuff.
Blackbird. That's right,
Yep.
Project Blackbird.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. So let's so this was on Kind of Funny. A lot of people have covered it. I'm gonna play the whole thing through once, and then we'll kind of dissect it a little bit after that, and pick apart the rant. And then we'll get the kind of the chat's input too, what they think. Greg Miller been in the industry a long time, but he is clearly he's actually in the Spider-Man game. So does he have a little bias and he's a big fan of Sony? Yeah, that's kind of obvious. But his reaction to this, his thinking behind this, to me, is complete and utter fucking cope. What do you think? Let's play it and see. And this is actually from them. This is from their channel, and this is actually their post. So this is not somebody trying to get a gotcha moment. Nope, this is their highlights, and let's go.
Xbox is losing money hand over fist. They are not doing well. That's my problem. And that's your problem, Paris, is that we're fucking smart. If you took any of us and gave us control of Xbox, we would walk into Satya Nadella and be like, we're not getting rid of any of these fucking studios. What we're doing is stopping fucking hardware. You fucked up the world. You fucked up the entire industry by wanting to go after this AI shit, and now no one can buy components. So it doesn't matter if I get Gears as an exclusive as an Xbox. You can't buy a new Xbox because it's too fucking expensive. We can't make new Xboxes because the components are too expensive. The thing that would be the shot in the fucking arm right now would be, hey, we have a brand new spanking console called Helix. That motherfucker's too expensive. So Satya Nadella, eat a big bag of shit, you son of a bitch. You fucked this into the ground. So now we're going to save the Xbox brand the only way we know how, and that's appealing to the gamers. That's keeping all of these studios, letting them make cool art, and we're going to fucking publish it everywhere. Why the fuck are we talking about exclusives right now? What goddamn reality are you living in right now, Xbox leadership, that we're thinking exclusives are what's going to bring people back to this platform? Get out of the fucking hardware. Double Fine. We need an awesome, fun game in 9 months to put on Game Pass. I'm going over and I'm saying, Outer Worlds devs, you're making Fallout New Vegas 2. Those kids who made the fucking Fallout London mod, I'm giving them money and we're fucking making a thing out of that too. Like, I'm here right now and I'm talking to Satya Nadella while he eats this giant fucking bag of shit because fuck this guy. You are not going anywhere with this brand if we don't have a vision for what it is. I don't know how you cannot look at the failure of the announcement and generation that was the Xbox One and not go, we will never do that again. We will never step foot on a stage and not have a message we believe in. Nobody believes in any of this except the fucking money. I hope all these studios can get out and go have successful lives, and that's not possible, and I hate that.
Okay, so he's a shitbag turd. I'll just clearly going to say my thoughts on this, Hargee, before we go into it. We got super chats and stuff coming up, but we'll get to that in just a second. But yeah, so This is somebody who is completely butthurt that that the games are going to be exclusive again and off his platform, because Sony doesn't have shit coming out. They have 2 games coming out that we know of for sure right now, and one of them, Wolverine. Is it going to sell? Well, it might. Will it sell more than Gears? We'll see. We shall see. Just saying. Yeah, and and what is that, Hargeet? That is an exclusive to PlayStation. They can have exclusives, but Xbox can't. Xbox shouldn't have exclusives. No. Well, you know what? Go fuck yourself and take a rake and shove it right up your ass, because that's so stupid. I'm sorry, Greg, but your take is bad. It's really bad, and clearly you've shown your true colors on this. I hope you weren't expecting to get invited to any Microsoft events anytime soon, because I seriously doubt that's going to happen. And supposedly your press interest, yeah, I don't know. It's pretty disgusting, some of the things that he said. Is there any fact to any of that? I don't know. I think that everything has a perspective on it, and people can do their own opinions. Some people even said, why was Paris just sitting there? Well, Paris is a very respectful person, and he's not going to interrupt the guy when he's going on a rant. And I don't believe that Paris agrees with half of this stuff, but I don't know. I'm not going to speak for Paris. But I have a lot of respect for Paris, and I've met him in person several times. He's a super cool dude. So nobody gives shit to Paris. This is not Paris saying this. This is Greg saying this. And Paris doesn't speak for Greg. Greg doesn't speak for Paris. So just let's clear that right there, right down the middle. So please, nobody go after Paris for this, because this has absolutely nothing to do with Paris. So this has to do with Greg and his ultra big, super pumped up ego. And then for whatever reason, he's thinking that you can tell it hurts him, and it hurts his quote unquote his favorite brand, and you can just tell that's the way it is. But hey, you know what? I've rambled enough. We've watched it. Of course, it gets me fired up every time I see it, because I think, wow, what is this guy thinking? And it's clearly he's butthurt. He is hurt. It's like you hold him up and say, well, where did they touch you? But anyway, but we can tell they touched him in the wallet of Sony, is where it's been touched, and he doesn't like it. Everybody was expecting it to come to PlayStation, and knowing that there's even more games that are getting possibly pulled as exclusives. And Hargeet, like you said, it could possibly be Elder Scrolls 6 could be now is on the table for an exclusive that won't be coming to their platform. They are in panic mode, absolute fucking panic mode. And they're trying to cause a shitstorm to maybe try and sway somebody's view. I don't think Asha has that bone in her body. She is a businesswoman. She is in charge to fix things, to make the brand better. She said by 2030, she wants to be the #1 brand in gaming. That's her quote. That's what she expects. That's what she wants. How's she going to get there? You got to break some eggs. See if you're going to make some omelets. And it's just the way it is. Hargeet, your thoughts on this, and let me know where I'm wrong.
Well, first, Afro, £1. Thank you.
Thank you, Afro. Appreciate that.
Yeah. So first, I would never go after anybody in the community, but yeah, as far as this, I think people are way too emotional on all sides. He's obviously just like me. I took the news of Double Fine and compulsion of Double Fine specifically. And I basically had the same reaction of like, F you, Xbox, if you do this. And, realistically, he's not wrong. A lot of the things he's saying are true. If you're going to go down this path of exclusives, okay, is your console affordable? No. Is it really going to work? I've been warning about that. So, but I'm like, okay, I'll just let it go and see what happens. Right. But he's not wrong. Like, if you're going to go down this path and you're saying you want exclusives, well, the point of that would be you want to have people engage with your platform. Well, you have to be able to sell your platform. And you themselves, Microsoft themselves, Xbox themselves are saying it's very expensive. We're getting our freaking lunch handed to us. It's very expensive to make these consoles. We can't make enough because the demand is higher than we can make. Okay. And when we try to make them, we're taking a bath. Okay. Then he's not wrong. Like, what he's saying is 100% accurate. And why are you talking about that and then closing down studios? Now, the problem is, of course, we don't know that they're going to get closed down. We don't know. Right? That part is, and again, emotional reaction first for me too. You're going to close down these studios? But
Yep.
thank God, Jason comes out and says, "Well, hold on, we're not quite there yet. We'll see. They're figuring things out. This is an evaluation, not a we're shutting them down." So if he had that information, maybe it would be a little different. But I don't entirely disagree with his rant that like that's a mixed message. You're saying on one hand you can't make the consoles, second it's going to cost you an arm and a leg, and then you want exclusives to go buy consoles. Well, hold on a second. And then on top of that, you're going to close down studios. Like, okay. wait. So I get it. I get where he's coming from. It's frustrating. It's frustrating, right? There's realities to this, and I'm sure he agrees that the content being made by those specific ones that we've been mentioning maybe don't have a lot of engagement, therefore not a lot of revenue or profit. Fair, right? But Double Fine was working without Microsoft, right? Ninja Theory was working without Microsoft. Compulsion, you could say that's kind of a newer studio, and maybe Microsoft was the thing that allowed them to kind of sustain themselves. That's fair. But the other two were kind of working. They were in the industry. They were doing their thing. So if Microsoft gobbles them up, does a thing, this is the vision, that's what they're going for, and then suddenly says, turn around, oh, let's turn them off. Let's just shut them down. I can get the frustration. I can totally get the frustration. Right. So I just see it differently. Right. I know a lot of people want to make this about him wanting to get rid of the Xbox. He's been liking Xbox and been kind of bashing PlayStation for what they've been doing. So, he was more on that side, on the PlayStation side. And lately he's been kind of saying, I don't know, I don't see a lot from PlayStation. They've been kind of doing a lot of crap things that I don't like. And, they've become not as fun as we've been seeing. It's like they're closing down the studios to make fun games. They're doubling down on these big games. They're like, well, hold on. What about all the other stuff you used to do? So he's been saying that too.
Yep.
And again, I'm sure it wasn't at that level. He doesn't go at that level against PlayStation as he does over here. But it's out of love because he actually likes what Phil was doing. He liked the Game Pass model. He liked the constant content. So I don't see it that way, but do I think he really wants Xbox out of the console business? No. And the fact that Microsoft is one of the big companies that did in fact go into the AI world and start pulling all the hardware and make this thing very expensive, and then not tell Xbox that, hey, by the way, you should go get a whole bunch of freaking parts because we're going to make the market very, very ridiculously expensive. That frustration is not something that we haven't also said. So I think that is kind of accurate as well. I would never say the things he did about eating a bag of whatever. But fair enough. People have different reactions, and that's fine. Whatever. I wouldn't go that far. But I will also say that, yes, Microsoft is somewhat responsible for this AI bubble. They're one of the big players that are doing this. There's others. Google is doing this as well. Meta's doing it. Others are Amazon's doing something. Obviously, they're all working in this together. So it is what it is, right?
Who else is doing it?
And I feel like Xbox Asha said this word for word. There'd be endless outrage. I don't know. Sony's statement on AI usage at PlayStation. Yes. So, but look, they're not the ones building out the data centers. They are still leveraging it though. And, that every customer pushes the need for more, right? So as AI lowers barriers to creation and increase the volume and diversity of content, PlayStation platform and studios are expected to remain critical in developing on delivering high quality experiences and helping players, blah, 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 blah. But there is a point in here where they say, okay, within the studio business, AI powered tools are automating repetitive workflows and improving productivity across areas such as software development, quality assurance, 3D modeling, and animation, allowing production teams to focus on building richer worlds and gameplay experiences. Across the platform business, AI is driving efficiency, personalization, and customer value at scale. On and on and on, right? So there's definitely some AI capabilities that they're pushing. Again, each customer just drives the demand up. It's a fair thing to say, but that is countrywide, planet-wide. Like every freaking business is looking at, even countries are looking at how they leverage AI to freaking do warfare. So there's just no end in sight of how much this is going to keep going, and that is why this whole pull of all the hardware is happening. So is it 100% accurate that it's just Microsoft? No, but They are one of the bigs, and they really did kind of kickstart this with OpenAI and their partnership by saying, hey, we're going to provide OpenAI with all the hardware. And so they built out data center after data center after data center. And now they finally rescinded that and said, no, you can have others as well. But they were kind of the exclusive partner of OpenAI for a while for all their data center needs. And so they pulled a whole bunch of components from everybody. So that's a fair assessment. So look, there's frustration. I totally get that. And, you know, I would not, you know, I would not take Greg at like, yes, he wants to just entirely get rid of Xbox. What he wants to do is say, well, you're telling me that you can't build a goddamn hardware. And then you're telling me if you build it, it's too expensive. And then you want to make games exclusive. And then you're going to shut down my studios. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you, and that was my feeling. I got to be honest. That was my feeling. Like, why are you shutting down studios? You told those studios just put out games. It was never about the you know, it's got to be profitable. It was about content. Just deliver content. That was the plan. Deliver content. And so like, okay, I totally get where he's coming from. You know, I hope Greg kind of calms down a bit and like sees what Jason is saying and say, okay, maybe there's a different world in this. Let's see where this actually goes. Let's see what they actually do. And, you know, hopefully they listen to those kind of frustrations and say, okay, maybe we shouldn't be doing this and shutting things down. Maybe we should think about how we can leverage our studios and keep them and also have them deliver things that are more engaging. That you know, that's a world that they could also be in, right? I don't know where it's going to end up. But, you know, it is mixed messaging. I get that. And it is a very, very hard world to say, like, if Series S was $200 or $150, I'd say this strategy works perfectly because it's an impulse buy at that point. Yeah. But even the Series S is $400. $400.
Who has the most expensive system on the market, though, right now? Who has the most expensive console? And that is PlayStation.
I think it's the Steam Deck.
Well, okay,
at $950. I think it's the Steam Deck, and I don't know when the Steam machine comes out, but rumors are that thing's going to be very expensive. Yep. So, and if you want to call it a PC or a console, I don't know what you want to call it, but it is kind of a console-y device. Yep. That thing will be probably over $1,000. Very likely a lot over $1,000. Yep. So I think that will be the most expensive. But yeah, if you mean like out of those three platforms, yeah, Xbox has the cheapest and PlayStation has the most expensive.
And the most affordable system right now on the market that you can buy brand new walking into a store next gen.
It's $400 for a Series S, but it's still a $400 expenditure. Usually the majority of the console sales happen when they get to that 2, when that number is a 2.
Yep.
That's when people start saying, okay, that's enough. Like $299, $250. Okay, this is into you know, cheap enough for me to engage with that. That's usually when you get the big, you know, chunk of sales. That's not happening this gen. It's very hard to then suggest that somebody's going to go spend that money when they've already invested $600, $500, $700 on a console. It's like, oh, geez, dude. So I understand the frustration. I don't know if it'll work. Maybe it will. There's also a question of, do people want to buy a Series S or even a Series X now when they've already announced Helix? And again, this is just, it's an open question. I don't know. I don't know what happens. Right. So we'll see how this all plays out. And that's not a problem for me to solve. It's a problem for Asha to solve.
Right.
Because she's the one in the market trying to, you know, expand her platform.
Yep.
But there are a lot of headwinds, which is why I don't go to that level that it's done, it's over and all that stuff. That's a little too far. I get the frustration. I totally get where Greg's coming from. It's just frustrating. But I wouldn't say that. They're not done. And it is Microsoft, and they can find ways to make the market work. But it is still a headwind upon a headwind upon a headwind when you go down this path. So I get all that. I get all that.
Let's just say that I think the way that his rant and the way he went about it and the comments that he made
might piss people off.
Way over the line. Way over the line.
It might piss people off.
Complete stupidity.
I get that.
And for her, you know, since day one that she spoke, that she actually first day she came out and spoke to everybody. The plan is the plan until it's not. And she is looking at everything, and she's made some big changes already that she has allowed to happen. That she has, you talk to me, let's see what people want. Let's see what people are doing, and made some things happen. Is she done? No way. She got another, this is the next 100 days. And then there's going to be 100 days after that. We'll see how things go. So maybe the next 100 days are the hardship days. And maybe the next 100 days are, you know, sunshine and rainbows again. I don't know. But I do think there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I just hope that we can get there together. So, and the reason I put the thing up about the AI, and thank you for reading that, was just because he was like, coming down on Satya, and I get Satya is a big leader in the AI proponent, but to say that they're the only ones that do it, like you said, Google, Amazon, is disingenuous the way a lot of things he was saying.
Doing it.
All of them are doing it.
And every big company's doing it. Even small companies take advantage of it. Heck, a lot of us content creators use AI to generate thumbnails or whatever.
Exactly.
Right? It's just common at this point. Like FARK QUE, who's up here, uses AI to create all sorts of fun, images and videos and like all that's like, it's AI. Like, okay, but that's the way it is, right? And each one of us is a customer that we're creating the demand. They're trying to create the supply by giving us all this back end power, which requires compute. It is what it is, right? So speaking of FARK QUE, he gets 5-day WebDave memberships.
Thank you, FARK QUE. Thank you. And by the way, just so you know, FARK QUE is Skynet. Anyway, go ahead.
1st and 15th, $2. They're losing current Xbox customers. He is wrong. I'm assuming what you mean as far as like retention of the current console base or current Xbox customers. Yeah, there is that. A lot of people have switched to PC. That's been happening as well, right? So, all right, and then Slim Reaper, $5. Well said. If you want to be number one, you got to break a couple of legs. Yes. Like Fable should be Xbox console exclusive. I don't care if it pisses people off or it costs money. Random commentator, $2. Kind of funny is fighting to keep their pony grift dollar. That's it. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not gonna go there. If you want to comment on that, WebDave, go for it.
Well, I mean, like I said, but the one thing I definitely want to just reiterate again is that we have an extreme amount of respect for Paris Lilly. And I know he is on that show. So please, nobody go after him for that, because he doesn't speak for Greg. Greg doesn't speak for him. And
they
Paris
also have Snowbike Mike. Shout out to Snowbike Mike.
Exactly.
Great,
I've never met him, but I hear he's really good dude.
Yeah, we definitely got to figure out when. Hopefully, he'll come to the next showcase or something like that.
I hope so. Plan on going again next year. Yeah, I got the green light, Hargeet. As soon as we get those dates, let me know so I can make hotel reservations.
Mac, $2. FYI, everybody, Caterpillar use AI.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I mean everybody's using it. It is what it is.
Pretty much.
Right? But okay.
So, so we're at, so we want to
yep, that's all of them. Yeah.
See, what time is it? We're actually running pretty close on time. Good show tonight, Hargeet. Do we want to open up, maybe get a question or two from the chat? Do we want to do that?
We can. I guess that was one media response. I don't know if you have others, but there have been a lot of media responses on the exclusives thing.
Do you have any others that you would like to pull up? I don't really have any others because this was just so crazy blatant. That's the only one I really pulled up, to be honest with you. His was so out there.
Yeah, I don't offhand, but I know like a lot of articles are being written that are that aren't exactly glowing.
What do you mean? Yeah, I get you. But there's been a lot of pushback too. Shout out to Jez for kind of setting the things straight on a lot of things as well.
But yeah, I think even like IGN had an article that that really just was like, wow, why is this a thing? But like ultimately, this is what everybody in the fandom wanted. Like you just look at that user voice thing, and it was by far the top thing. And look, they're not doing this just because of user voice. She talked to many industry leaders. She talked to a lot of other publishers. She's talked to platform holders. And then, Matthew Ball, who's been an industry analyst for a while, and he's been giving them a lot of advice over the years. And, she was talking to him about it, eventually hired him. Right. So it's not out of nowhere. This is a well thought out thing that she thinks is going to work better for them. In the short term, it may be a bit of a poison pill to swallow that they have to deal with, but they think that's the long-term strategy that works for a platform. So we'll see what she does with it. in some ways, I'm looking forward to how she pushes forward to make Game Pass more potentially viable. Hey, Luke's out there, Expansion Pass. Hey, how's it going?
Hello, hello.
The partnerships thing is very interesting, right? The first one is Discord. Will the Netflix thing pan out? Will they suddenly push tens of millions more customers to Game Pass? If that's a viable path, then Game Pass can be a self-sustaining revenue source, and it could continue to work. So I'm just cautiously optimistic. Let's just say, on what her path is. There's a lot of big bets that could, severely fail. We don't know if they will work, but it will be an interesting next couple of years. Let's just say it'll be an interesting next couple of years. And certainly, I think a lot of people's comfort has been disrupted, where things were kind of going in a direction, and there was the kumbaya, and we're going to put games everywhere thing. And suddenly that whole plan has been pushed aside.
Yep.
And now they're going to play the same game PlayStation plays. And, a lot of people are not going to like it, but too bad, right? This is the game you want played. To be fair, that's the game that the industry and media want to be played. They just don't like the player. That's the problem. And that's not Xbox's fault. So they are going to just play the same game that you expect to see from your other platform holders. So we will see how it goes. I'm hoping those studios don't close, because that would be really, really annoying to me. But it is what it is. I understand. It's their business. They got to do what they got to do.
Yep.
So,
so, Varku, do we want to place bets that within the next 2 years we're going to see Wolverine on PC? Just saying, we might. Just saying. Go ahead.
Yeah, Luke, or Expansion Pass,
Yes.
I am very much in support of Asha's moves here. Focus on what keeps the business alive.
Amen.
Yeah, again, it's to the detriment of the people that were working based on the previous vision, right? I want to be fair to them too, in that they were just doing what they were told.
Correct.
And so it seems a little unfair to then just shove them to the side. So I hope Asha works out a better deal for that, and
Yes.
says, you know what, I can use these studios and they can just do things that will be more engaging. I
Yep.
hope that there's a path forward where that happens.
Yeah, because right now nobody's been laid off, no one's been kicked out or fired. There's been a few people that have left in upper management, and some positions have changed again. But that is all so far. So we shall go from there. Go ahead, let you read that one.
Yeah, Luke, again, also, it was amazing to see you both in person, and I wish we'd spent more time chilling. I know we get so busy.
We do.
It's so busy, right? Agreed. Yeah. We probably we try to do the Thursday thing so that we at least have time to just talk to each other before the whole fun starts. And we're kind of just all over the place. Like every day is already booked. Like I got this thing, I got this thing, I got this thing, I got this thing. There's so much going on during that weekend. And it's worth it. It's a lot of good stuff, right? So you get to see a lot of behind the scenes of what's going on, a lot of NDA things, right?
Yep.
So it's pretty good. But
we've seen a lot of good things, haven't we, Hargeet? This year's going to be pretty good. There's a lot of surprises coming that people have no idea about yet. And that's a good thing. You actually got even more insight than I did, which is I'm just saying that's good, because play days. Yes. I'm working on it. We're working on it. We'll see what we can come up with next year. Maybe. But I got into a lot of things.
Yeah,
I'm very happy with what I did.
A little bit, but the thing is, it's good that it's kind of small, but there's a lot of people that don't get in then, right? So I think they're going to try to expand it. We'll see what Jeff can do to add a bit more to play days. But more people should be able to see all that stuff and engage. But
I mean, we got to see the show live, which was good. But then as far as the after part with games and stuff, that would have been nice as well. But hey, maybe in the future we'll see. We'll keep working and keep growing the channel. Subscribe to our channel so we grow. We're trying to get to 4K. Our goal is to get eventually to 10K. That's the what they call, I think, the sweet spot to really get a little more access. So we are working. I did make a lot of connections, got to meet a lot of people, and a lot of people seem pretty positive. Even one or two people that I was surprised that said they actually have caught our channel, which was surprising, was nice. What was
all
that?
These dudes begging for gears are actually tagging Asha on Twitter.
Yeah. Very true. Very
so
true.
then you know it's working.
Yeah, exactly. And all right, as we wrap things up, Hargeet, we're both we've been at a pretty good time. Thank you so much for all your insight and for all your comments tonight. You've talked more than you have in a while, and I appreciate that tonight because it's been the Hargeet show. I love it. I love it. But we need to do this more often. Actually, I enjoy hearing your comments and your perspectives. Go ahead.
We should probably cover the last topic, which is the Bungie whatchamacallit, potential to lose 50% of their staff.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. I think I get that somewhere.
Maybe we just spend like 5-10 minutes on that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you have anything, but basically this is
it's right here.
A rumor. I think it's from one of the media outlets, right?
There we go.
Yeah, Bungie set to lose roughly 400 staff in summer layoffs. It's claimed. And that claim, I think, does come from a media outlet, not just from some random rumor. But Insider Gaming is forwarding it as well. I don't think they're the ones who made the story, though, because it's claimed means it's somebody else. But there is potential, and it's not surprising to us because we've kind of heard this, right? So essentially, the Destiny side is being sunset, and the studio is cutting the staff for all that. Which is just disappointing, but it is where it is. They also did point out that Destiny 3 isn't greenlit because Destiny 2 never made money. It was more expensive to make and maintain than the revenue that came in. That is a disappointing thing. And it comes down to sort of management not tightening things enough to be able to say, hey, this has got to return something, right? It also points out that the Microsoft people who were looking at their books saw the baloney here and like, well, you don't make money. Bye-bye. We're not dealing with you. But disappointingly, this is where they are. They're betting on Marathon, which even with their free-to-play, thing did not go up. And I don't know what's really left that's going to bring people in. But you can kind of see the writing on the wall here. Bungie may end up just being shut down at some point. It's a disappointing end to a team that's been prolific, at least for the last few decades, making like Halo and then Destiny. But it is what it is. All good things must come to an end, right? And it looks like Bungie's the next. I don't know about the rest of the studios. There's plenty of studios on their side that have potential to also be shut down, but or restructured in some way. But look, everybody's looking to like cut dead weight, as it were, and if they're not making anything of value, it's just going to go. And we haven't seen fair games or whatever it's called now, break-in or whatever the heck they're calling it. I don't know if that studio sustains or survives because apparently the last playtest for that again didn't really impress. So we shall see. But yeah, this is a disappointing thing. I don't know. What do you think about Bungie?
I mean, if it does happen, then on paper it's going to be more of a loss than what Microsoft is going to be losing if it closes down those 3 studios. So that's a fact. I don't want anybody to lose their job at all for any company. A lot of what is happening to Bungie now was the fault of the management when they sold, the clauses they had in place, the guy that once his deadline was to that he could leave was proudly showing off all his huge car collection. I mean, if you remember that or not, his $1 million car collection that he had, and then he left the company and didn't really give a fuck. He's gone and he's out of there, and it was kind of left up to them. And the decisions that they made when they had them go around, and and things like factions being stopped, 80% finished. There's some people that say that that the game actually probably could have come out and probably done pretty well for them. And one of the reasons that they since they had the ability to come in and say, "Oh, it's not good, you should shut this down," is because they wanted to clear the way for Marathon to be their only real push, and they wanted to continue to make Marathon their focus. So that's one of the rumors, is that Bungie basically backstabbed a few other companies, like the Spider-Man multiplayer game that was actually on the books, was in the works, being made, and they had them cancel that because Bungie knew what they were dishing out, and knew they'd could be in trouble if they didn't have them as the focus with Marathon. So that's, of course, that's all rumor and speculation, but it does make sense, especially when you see the result of what has come out of that. Yeah. So, and Concord, it happened. It's real, folks. It really did happen. It was the biggest financial failure of a video game ever. And it was on Sony and Jim Ryan's watch. And it happened. No matter what they want to ignore it, sweep it under the rug, it happened. It hurt. And it was complete and utter. It was a complete loss. There was no money made. Everything got paid back because they had to get all the games and stuff were returned. So, yeah, that was a total wash. $500 million speculatively, but even then, it's just and a lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people lost on that one. So, the people that think that Sony's the great company, they had their moments, but there's a reason why they sold off their rights to their streaming stuff, and there's also a reason why that now Sony televisions are working with TC or TCL. Yeah, so there's a reason for that, and it's a financial one. So I'm just saying. So there's not all necessary sunshines and rainbow over there at Sony either. So Hargeet, to leave this on a good note, as we were just about to close the door, there is actually some Halo news I thought was kind of cool. Do you want to see this? You may have already seen it.
Sure.
I think it's kind of neat. So bring this up, share the screen. I'm gonna let you read this, and I'll play the little clip.
Halo, the fall of Reach like you've never heard it before, announcing an all-new, fully dramatized adaptation of the Master Chief's origin story, performed by a full cast led by iconic series voices Steve Downes, the normal voice of Master Chief, Jen Taylor, Cortana, and Tim Dadabo, right? I actually don't know what that
the Spark, the Allspark or whatever, the little.
Oh, gotcha.
Full
Coming
ball.
November 10. Pre-order your copy from at Simon Audio. Okay.
Yeah, and then here's we'll play a little audio for it.
The music, dude.
All right. I'll clear it out later.
I don't think they'll go after you.
I don't care. Oh, there you go.
Narrator.
That's a full cast. Nice.
No, I'm just saying that the music is so iconic. That's what
Oh, yes.
The music just gets you going immediately, man. I love that music. I love that Halo. I'm like,
Me too.
So freaking good. Yeah, and I doubt Microsoft would ever go after you, though.
Oh, yeah, no. But sometimes little copyright claims do pop up, and if it is, it just I can mute it later and post. So I don't really care about that stuff. This is why we play trailers live. Best thing is to watch the live show. That way, you don't have to worry about missing any of that kind of stuff. Let's see here. What are I know I got where's it at? I know it's here somewhere. No, that's not it. Oh, you're like, what are you doing? I'm trying to play. Oh, there you go. Play this.
Yeah.
Yep. Pretty awesome.
Perfection.
Exactly.
Game over.
And with that said, Hargeet, please tell everybody where they can reach out to you, where they can find you, my friend. And next week we will have some guests on next week. I promise. We already got people lined up, and maybe more on the way. So it should be a good show next week. You definitely stick around for that. Well, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. But Hargeet, please tell everybody where they reach out to you, where they can find you. You may put those. Let me put those widgets up for you. We got your YouTube channel right there in the corner for you. There you go.
Yeah, so my channel is HARGEET CHANI 1 on YouTube. If you want to go subscribe, I have all the crowd reactions that have gone crazy in number of views. Check it out. And then if you want to get my merch, shop.chani.us, including the Make Xbox Great Again, which I did wear in front of Asha. And I actually have a picture with Asha.
You did.
With that shirt. Anyway, so yeah, check it out. And then I'll be on with Fawns on Tuesday, Boom on Wednesday, and then See Money and Doodle on Friday, I think we're on. And then I don't know what's going to happen in the following one because I think that's July 4th. So, but this week we should be good. We'll see what happens on July 4th. But,
yeah, and then of course next week we're back here again. Gonna be awesome.
Yes,
and then I'm gonna put up
as
the
usual.
link now. Here's the link to his merch store where you can get his book. Tell everybody about your book, which is really good.
Yes, Emergence, if you want to check it out. Mass Effect like story. Enjoy. Sci-fi.
Very cool. Very cool. So there's the link to that. And of course, he also has a shirt and merchandise and stuff like that is also there as well. So guys, thank you all so much. Oh, still over 300 people watching us live. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We greatly appreciate it. And Hargeet, until next week, my friend, have a great one. And for all the fathers out there, I do want to say happy Father's Day. And thank you all so much for joining us here on the Gamers Council.
Game over.
God! You boys ready for a great raid?